Hi, today I'd like to go over some of the common props we use in a yoga class. So first of all, I'm sitting on a mat. So having a mat doesn't really matter which kind of mat it is. If you are going to do some of the harder, more rigorous power vinyasa flow type yoga, you would want to make sure your mat is pretty sticky. But for some of the more gentle yoga, a really nice cushiony pad, especially if you have any knee issues. The most versatile prop, I would say, is a blanket. So here is a traditional blanket that we use in yoga. So not only is this good for going on the mat to go underneath your head or behind your back to support your back. If you don't have other props, you can use the blanket in many different levels of folds to prop your body up in a seated position. You can roll the blanket up and use it as a bolster if you didn't have a bolster. This could go underneath your back for some back extension work. So number one would be a blanket. Typically, the heavier the weight of the blanket, the thicker and higher you'll be able to get this blanket to go. Next, I'd like to talk about a block. So these blocks can be purchased at Target, TJ Maxx, or online. This is Gaiam, and there's other companies that use blocks. Blocks have 3 different levels. This is the basic level, lowest level. Next level would be here, and then the last and final level is this level. So they're very versatile, really wonderful, especially if you're doing some standing work and you're tight in the hamstrings, having difficulty bending down to the floor or to the chair. A block can help assist in that. So blocks, that's a block. Next we have a strap. This happens to be a 10-foot strap, which is a really long strap. I'd say the average strap you're going to find in most yoga classes, or if you're purchasing a strap at the store, typically they are 6 foot in length. This is a 10-foot length strap. I would say that if you're going to purchase a strap to look for one with what we call D rings. It makes the shape of the letter D. And when you get your strap, just to show you how to do it, you would follow through here to make sure there are no kinks in your strap. You take the end of the strap, loop it through the 2 Ds, separate, bring it back through the middle, and then all the way through. And then here you can adjust according to your needs, the different sizes of loops that we use in different poses. So that is a strap. If you were at home and you didn't have access to a strap, you could use a towel or some kind of string that was some kind of strap that you would find at home. Then I'd like to talk about a chair. So chair is a wonderful pose, not just for sitting in and doing the practice, but also to have near you if you feel a little imbalanced, or if you're trying to reach down towards the floor and there's either a physical limitation from tightness or from injury, or you feel a little shaky, then you would use a chair for that. In addition, you can also use the chair to stand behind or next to for support to help with balance. We also do a full practice in the chair. My chair yoga class, we actually almost never stand out of the chair. We're always seated. That does not mean it's easy. I definitely move you quite vigorously even in the chair. But doing seated work is lovely if you have any injuries or maybe weakness, you're recovering from something, or maybe you just don't feel strong enough yet to either get down on the floor and get back up or to do any standing work. Now, one of my more favorite props would be a bolster. So here we have a bolster. This is a standard size bolster. I happen to use a company called Hugger Mugger, which I really love because they maintain their structure and they don't break down with use. Bolsters are lovely and used quite often in restorative yoga poses. These can be placed along the spine with a block for a nice reclined position that helps you drop into a meditative practice. They can be placed behind the chest for chest expansion, which is really nice to kind of be an antidote to the way that we live our lives with stress and that forward rounded shoulders from texting, computers, driving, and the downward pressure of gravity on us. So this is the standard bolster, which is the bolster that you'll see at many studios. and the main bolster you'll see. But with me I also have a a junior bolster, and this happens to be my personal bolster, which I just love. And I think having a really nice looking bolster is also very inviting to want to do the practice even more. So there you have all the props, this being the junior bolster and the standard bolster.